Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Cities Skylines. So I just started playing SimCity 4, I should say Let's Playing SimCity 4, and it's funny because it reminded me of this game, and now I want to play this game as well, and I decided I'm going to Let's Play this alongside SimCity 4, and I'll sort of compare the two, as well as just, well, I won't really spend that much time comparing the two. I honestly just really enjoyed this game, and also I just bought the newest Snowfall expansion, although I'll straight up say this, don't buy it because it's not really worth it for the price it is. Or at the very least get it on sale or something, because the two DLCs they've released basically are like 1% of the content in the base game, yet it costs $28 for the both of them, which is just ridiculous. It's like, literally the stuff they add in the two DLCs is like equivalent to like what people would add in a normal like mod for a game like this, and that's like a free mod. Yet they charged, you know, 15 and then $13 for the two, which in my opinion is just terrible. Like, it's just absolutely terrible. But let's get started. I will sort of comment on my opinions of the DLC and everything as we go on, but I just want to get that out of the way right now because, yeah, I really don't think this DLC is really worth it. So, yeah, let's go on the Icy Islands, because why not? So, yeah, the DLC obviously adds snow, and here's the really sort of messed up thing about it, is the DLC sort of made it seem like they were going to add like a whole season cycle and cool stuff like that, but in reality, all it really adds is a couple maps that have snow textures, and you can also, I think, have plows, and there's also a temperature system now, and there's, I think, like if you don't provide homes with electricity, then they won't get heated. So that causes sort of another problem. But other than that, the DLC really doesn't add much at all. And one thing you'll notice too that's really kind of stupid is you see this weird yellow snow. It looks like someone pissed all over it. That's not piss. That's just the fact that the maps, as far as I can tell, the maps that they put the snow on are literally just they're maps that are already made. And they just added snow textures to it. So this yellow stuff is basically parts of like the plains that they didn't texture very well, which is just kind of ridiculous to me. The fact that there's parts of the map that are just not textured well like that, because that doesn't look right at all, does it? I know you could say that, oh, maybe it's just some, you know, light snow in that area, but to me it just looks kind of messed up. But, anyways, let's actually get started in the game. I really do love this game. It's just, the DLC is kind of aggravating because it's a lot of money for really not much. It really is. And it's kind of just, it makes you kind of feel like you got screwed over, to be honest. Alright, so I'm going to make that sort of my residential area, I think, to begin with. The one thing I need to do is I need to make sure I balance my budget, because one thing that's very easy to do in this game is to sort of overextend yourself right away and kind of get screwed over. I'm actually going to build a bridge over this. Okay, it looks like I did not build that quite right. Yeah, because I made that too steep too soon. Okay, where is the... Cannot remember where in the hell the destroy button is. Why can I not remember that? Oh, there it is, way over there in the corner. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it's been a while since I played the game. I just kind of felt like I was in the mood to play it, and I didn't really practice all that much. I practiced a little just to make sure I knew some of the basic concepts and stuff, but I did not practice very much, as you can probably tell with my kind of atrocious gameplay. Okay. The reason why I did that is because I want my industrial stuff over here, but with the way this highway is set up, it's kind of messed up. As you can see, the highway's kind of weird looking, so I have to do something like this, I think, to start out with if I want to make industrial. Separated from all my other zones, because, yeah, I usually want to make industrial separated from all the more important zones and such. Or I shouldn't say more important zones, but just the residential and commercial zones, because most commercial zones and people don't exactly want to live by places producing a bunch of pollution, as you'd probably expect. Okay, so there's that. I think I'll also... I will try to make some wacky roads, because I think just making a stupid, you know, bunch of grids and stuff is kind of boring, so I'll try to make a lot of curved roads and interesting stuff while I'm playing as well. And that's one thing I like about this game compared to SimCity, is it definitely makes it a lot easier to sort of make like wacky roads and wacky looking cities and such. You know, like this would be something that you couldn't even do in SimCity 4, and I noticed in general like doing diagonal stuff was not very fun in SimCity either. So they definitely made like the road building stuff very easy, and I also love the zoning. The zoning is extremely easy to do. And the different zoning options are also quite nice. So, to start out with, I think I'll just place a bunch of residential stuff around here. Yeah. The one thing that sucks about making roads like this is it makes this tool a lot less useful, because this tool is a lot more useful for more grid-based things, and when you've got a weird shaped area like this, being able to actually use it is a bit more difficult. Alright, there. Okay. I think I'll use the paint bucket tool. It's a lot more useful, especially in areas like that. Okay, and then I think I'll also add some commercial sort of inside. So then people will have their homes, and then right sort of next to all the homes will have commercial places, which will be nice for them, I'm sure. Yeah, trying to choose all these stupid little zones is a bit difficult. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to add the... Yes, I know, game. You don't have to remind me. I'll just make this whole damn area over here industrial. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so now the one thing that I need to do before anything else, which, well, I suppose I didn't do this before anything else, but one thing I really need to do is add some power source. I think I will choose windmills just because I like going green, because I've noticed in most city building games when you go green it tends to make, I don't know, pollution tends to be a really, really big problem in a lot of city builder games, and it's usually a good idea to try to avoid it as much as you can. Alright, and that should power all these, but it will not power our industrial area, so let me try to make a power line that's decent. There we go. Then we also need, I think, a water pumping station would be nice to have, so I suppose it would be smart to place one right by our windmills, because then those will just be powering this right away. And then I will put the drain pipe down here by our industrial junk. Actually, you know what? Yes, I'm okay with that. Yeah, fortunately, I think you get a complete refund if you destroy something. Oh no, you don't get a complete refund. You get a slight refund. So I'm gonna place this here, because then there will be no pollution going down this stream, and that might be something that'll help us later on. Okay. So now I need to do all this lovely piping stuff, which is always fun. I need to try to save money on it, because as you can see, our coffers are running a bit low. Yeah, the one thing that's unfortunate about this island area is that because of the weird landscape and such, it does cost a bit more to place all your different utilities, just because I have to sort of stretch myself across this highway a bit, which I suppose to some extent is my own fault, but whatever. Okay, I think I'm ready. Actually, wait. Connect this to this. Okay, there we go. And I think all our things... Okay, no, all our things are not connected. Okay, there we go. Now I will finally let time take its course. Oops. I want to be off of that. Okay, there we go. So our people should start expanding now that they have both electricity and, well, water things. Yes, water things. I know. I use big words, don't I? As you can see, we have a massive deficit for right now, but hopefully this is enough zones to get us off our feet in terms of taxes. Yeah, as of right now, people really just want residential more than anything else. So we just have to wait for all the residential stuff to start popping up, and then after that, the need for things like industrial and commercial will follow. So yes, there are no changes of seasons, so you better get used to white, because honestly, that's all you're gonna see this playthrough, which is kind of sad. Yeah. So yes, these places are slowly expanding, and why did you build a building over there? You had to build a building where we don't even have electricity, didn't you? You idiot. I don't know why they had to start popping up buildings over there where electricity doesn't reach them. Especially, same with these guys. Why don't you make a building here? And normally you can hope that they're smart enough that they'll build buildings close enough to electricity that then the electricity will spread. Yeah, the electricity system in this game is kind of weird because adjacent buildings always spread electricity, but non-adjacent buildings don't. So yeah, now this whole thing will be powered now that this one building is in this power line. And hopefully some buildings pop up here, because then that'll spread the electricity over here without me having to... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to do this to help them along. There. Now they're powered. Yeah, because I don't think they even want to expand when they don't have any electricity. Yeah, and this game does look quite beautiful. It's kind of funny because I remember SimCity 4 looking a lot prettier than I remember it looking, and I think that's just... Whoops, I just deleted that. Yeah, I just dezoned that by accident. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Yeah, if you right-click, you dezone areas, and I accidentally did that. No, I just took out a bunch of zones, didn't I? Ugh, they're still not spreading. I don't know why they made, like, 2 little separate areas. They're not willing to expand in. Okay, we're starting to make a little bit of money, but I think I will make more roads to sort of try to further encourage development. And then I'll zone these areas as well. Let's make a really wacky junction here. I'd hate to meet a stop like that on my road, but we're gonna make our people. Okay, gonna delete this stuff actually, even though they haven't even spread yet. I'm gonna delete these just because they make zoning more difficult. Quite a bit more difficult. Okay. Yeah, now let's make even more residential. Yeah, because I think all these weird irregular shaped homes is maybe one of the reasons why people don't want to make their homes there yet. Or did I say homes? I meant zones. Alright, so now we should be meeting more than enough of our demand for new buildings, and hopefully they will start expanding this way so that these people actually have power. Oh, so close. Look at how close they are. Come on, someone just build a house here, or here, or here. There we go, finally. Thank you very much, people. You're making me happy for once. Okay, then. So, we're close to starting to turn a profit. Just need people to keep expanding a little bit more. And once that happens, we'll finally start turning a profit. And that will be a momentous occasion. Well, maybe not momentous, but it'll definitely be nice. Oh yeah, and I guess I should probably expand our water, because no one's really going to want to live in an area that doesn't have water. So, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, there we go. Looks good now. Now people are actually building over here as well, considering they actually have the access of water. And now we upgrade to a little hamlet, so now we get some other cool things we can look at in the economy menu. Yes, so we have budget, but now we also have taxes. And the one thing I like about this game is, unlike SimCity, you don't really have to worry about screwing around with the budget quite as much. I mean, you can if you want, but it's not quite as tricky as SimCity is. Definitely a lot more simple. So is increasing taxes and such. I'm going to increase all of them to 10% actually, because that'll give me a nice little extra amount of money. Who doesn't like extra amounts of money? I sure do. Alright, so, now then. Could add this, but we're not really producing enough waste to make this a worthwhile investment, so I think I'll just start making some more zoning. Yeah, I think I'll make the industrial area a bit more grid-based, just because, well, I feel like that is pretty typical for industrial areas in real life anyways. They tend to be a lot more grid-based just because it's easier to make buildings and such, I would say, in more symmetrical plots and such. Okay, there's that. I'll add a bunch more industrial stuff. I hate how when it makes like these weird little square plots that don't quite let me select them all like I want them, like I want to. Come on, I want this little box. I don't know what's even possible to be made on a little square like that, but I don't care. And of course, in order for this to work, I need more water. Pipes. Yeah, making these is definitely a lot easier than it is in SimCity as well. And I think the radius of these in comparison to like the size of the buildings is bigger, so you don't have to go quite as crazy with placing a shit ton of pipes like you do in SimCity. So that is quite nice as well. Yeah, this is definitely the best modern city builder out there right now. Which is kind of unfortunate because, I don't know, I feel like a lot of genres have started to become, I don't know, started to die off. And I think city building genre is kind of one of those. But fortunately, this game did sort of rejuvenate it, because I feel like before this game came along, there really wasn't any new good city builder games that were of this vastness. Because, like, for example, I did play Banished, which is also technically a city builder, but it's really not that vast. And I think I can speed up time now, too. Just because, why not? Yeah, let people zone all these areas. Or I shouldn't say zone, but build. Oh. Speaking of which, I want to build that. There we go. Alright, we're starting to rake in the cash, which is very nice. Hello, Aunt Mayor. Ever heard about this new study about scientists? Yeah, trees are sound barriers. Well, I don't think I can place trees right now. I don't think I've gotten the necessary unlocks, so as much as I'd love to place trees, it's not much of a possibility right now. And now we've become a worthy village. Yes, forestry specialization, so I think that means we can make trees and stuff, or maybe not. Where the hell are trees? I know you can make trees, but the question is, how do you do so? I think I might need that in order to do that. Alright. So, I'm gonna let our dough sort of roll in a bit more. Oh, now we need electricity, so guess I've got to do something about that, huh? How much noise pollution do these have? Quite a bit, actually. Guess not many people want to live by windmills. Sweet. Yeah, I know. I'd love to place trees, but the game won't let me yet. Could place an elementary school, but I think so far it's not a high priority. I will actually start building some more roads, though, so we have a bit more room for expansion and whatnot. But yeah, I want to get a bit more money in the bank before I do a lot more expanding and creation of stuff like schools, because that stuff costs a lot. And it obviously also takes a lot of maintenance as well. Okay. I think I'm going to make a nice long curved road that sort of goes along the coast. Yeah, that looks nice. And then I've got enough buffer room that I can keep adding windmills along here without having to worry too much about noise pollution. Yeah, upon retrospect, I should have perhaps made the windmills over here instead, because I don't think industries really care about noise pollution, considering they usually create most of it themselves. Okay, let me make a straight road. And actually, you know what? I'm going to end this episode here, so thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.